Hello everyone, my name is Puppy471, and yes, you might be hearing some video in the background, and probably some raining. Well, judging by if you read the title or not, this is my stories about living in Michigan. So I would like to proudly say that I'd like to say that I would like to say that it is raining outside. Now, you might be wondering, but Puppy, how's it like living in Michigan? Well, it's good and other stuff. It's good, it's amazing, but kind of bad. I was I live in I was living in I had been living in Michigan for all my life. Ever since I was born in 2010. I was I I was born in a hospital in I was born in a hospital in I was born in a city far away. I think it was like Grand Rapids or like Detroit. The two cities that the two cities that um now now after this quarantine, if you want to go to Michigan, here's some places that I recommend that you should go to in Michigan. And who knows, you might even meet me, Puppy471, on the way. And if you want to find me on your trip to Michigan, look for a red Mini Cooper. And if you don't know cars, it's like curvy at the front, and then it's kind of like a very small van. Yeah, it's like a very small van. And in Michigan, the weather is what's the weather like? In now, here are some places that I should definitely recommend that you should go to in Michigan. Lake Michigan in Muskegon. Lake Michigan is a beautiful lake. I would totally recommend it. I totally recommend going there. There's a beach, there's a submarine, there's a beach, there like used to be there's this like there's some amazing there's some amazing sand dunes. There's there's even a frigging submarine there, aka the USS Silversides. Amazing little submarine. And there, and even if you're lucky, you can spot a freighter. And even if you're lucky, you can spot one of the Great Lakes freighters. I totally recommend going to Lake Michigan. Next is the Grand Rapids Public Museum in, of course, Grand Rapids. The Grand Rapids Public Museum is an amazing place. I know I keep saying that everything is an amazing place, everywhere is an amazing place, but this place is really amazing. There's an there's a space there's a rocket capsule outside of the building, and the first time I saw it, I realized that's when I realized that rocket capsules were bigger than I expected. And it's got it's got other stuff. I don't really know any other stuff that they have there. Listen, I haven't been there in a long time, but I do remember that they had an amazing planetarium. They had this little, like, cool screen up above the... There was, like, this little theater, and the screen, it was, like, this big dome. And there was... And the first time I went there, there was this, like, rover that just drove over our heads. Not really. It just looked like it. It was an amazing experience. I totally recommend going to the planetarium. And the next one is the Muskegon River in downtown Newaygo. Newaygo is the town that I live in. It's an amazing little town. There's an ice cream restaurant named Tiny's, and there's also, like, there's Marshall Park. It's where you can get an amazing view of the forest and everything. And then there's the Muskegon River, the greatest river ever to be seen. The place is amazing. I love it. There's trees, a lot of trees. There's canoeing. There's a canoe shop near the Muskegon River. There's a train that goes across this bridge there that I'm always afraid of the bridge falling down. And yeah, that's all the cool landmarks and stuff in Michigan. But you might be asking, Puppy, what's the weather like in Michigan? Well, as of right now, it's been raining for a week. It's been raining for a week now. And I don't think it's going to be stopping anywhere soon. And I don't think it's going to be stopping anytime soon. This is why most of the time I don't. This is why I'm not going outside as much. Because of this rain. But hey, we're supposed to stay inside anyways. But before the rain week happened, we were all just having a fun time. No rain, just sunlight, wasps. My wasps are like, if you don't know, and I probably haven't said this on the channel, wasps are my mortal enemies. I'm afraid of them. They're afraid of me. We just hate each other. I've been stung by them twice, and that is why I'm afraid of them. So please, yeah, I'm fine with bees. I'm fine with bees. Fine with bumblebees, honeybees, and other animals, but definitely not wasps and hornets. Keep those away from me.
No. Are you scared of low puppies?
And when you say that, and if you say that wasps are just trying to do their own thing. Yeah, I don't know how they help the environment at all. They don't pollinate honey. They don't make honey. I know that. They probably don't make honey at all. I'm serious. I'm very sure that the wasps do not make honey. But I'm afraid of wasps, and that is why I don't go outside very often. Before I got stung by a wasp, I went outside a lot. But then when I got stung by one, yeah.
Wasps actually die from rain, like regular bugs. Even spiders die from water. So on rainy days,
So, yeah.
still go out and never get hurt. But spiders are still
Alright,
alive.
now other stuff. Now, other things about living in Michigan are in winter it gets very cold, and winter probably does not stop. And I'm very sure that like winter didn't ever like stop. Yeah, like winter takes a long time to stop. It's like until, even in February you can still see a bit of snow outside. And in March there's still a bit of it left. And then there's always just that one day of the year that the snow just comes back for some reason. And then it's gone.
In July, that's when it has to stop. Because July is the hottest day, like, burns outside if you go outside. So,
But-
snow won't be coming on July. It's going to be going
But-
to just frost.
But also when you're in Michigan, and there's also some pretty cool places to go to for food. Like here's my top three greatest places, greatest restaurants and stuff to go to in Michigan. Wesco. This is an amazing little gas station in Newaygo, Fremont, and many other places. It's like all around Michigan. I don't know if it's in any other states, but I'm very sure that Wesco is probably just a Michigan thing. Wesco is like a gas station where you can get these stuff like ices. Those are also at Burger King too.
These are there, too.
For real milkshakes. Oh, those are freaking good. And other good foods.
You can get, like, morning
You can
snacks,
get donuts too.
candy. You can get anything.
There's also city limits also in Newaygo. That's the only location of city limits is in Newaygo. So if you want to go to city limits, you have to go on a flight, and you don't live in Michigan. You have to go pay real money for a plane ticket, and then head to Michigan, and then drive all the way to Newaygo just to get some city limits food. It's good. And then last but not least, there's the Fremont movie theater. There's the Fremont movie theater. I don't know if I could count this as a restaurant or anything. I'm sorry, I actually meant the AMC in Grand Rapids or something. I don't remember. And the AMC in Grand Rapids is just a good movie theater. It's big. I know that. It's very big. And they have good food there. I've seen a lot of movies from that place. Mostly Boss Baby. I don't know what the hell was wrong with me when I wanted to watch that movie. But, yeah, that's what it's like living in Michigan.